In this lecture, we're talking about audio in Unity. I'm going to give you a couple of sound effects. We're going to look at some other ways to get and to make sound effects, and I'm going to show you the fact that you need an audio listener, audio source, and audio clips within Unity. Let's get going. There are three main things we need from an audio standpoint in Unity. First of all, we need audio files, the sounds that get played, MP3 files or .ogg files or WAV files, the things that actually we've recorded to say make this sound. Then we need an audio source. That's a way to play the audio within Unity. That's something that needs to sit as a component on a game object, an audio source. And finally, we need an audio listener. That's the thing that will be able to hear the audio. And typically, let's jump over into Unity. Typically, that's on the main camera. So if you click on your main camera, scroll down, you'll see an audio listener. And without that, we won't be able to hear any sound effects. The audio listener is on the camera, which means we can also set up 3D spatial sounds. So here's my camera just there. If I put a sound that's playing way over there or a sound that's playing really close here, Unity will understand that and it will change the volume and change the way that we hear sounds accordingly. So that's why we need an audio listener, not just that we're playing a sound effect somewhere in the scene, but we need to have a relationship between what's being played, where it's being played, and what can hear it. Now, according to our little diagram here, that was the audio listener I was just showing you. We also need the audio source, which is the thing that plays. It's kind of like the push play to make it happen thing. I was going to say the radio, but no one listens to radio anymore, do they? So we ask ourselves, where do we want to play audio from? And I'm going to focus on the rocket for now. The rocket is going to be going, pew pew, meow, all that kind of stuff through the air. And therefore, we want the audio source to be playing on the rocket for us, or from the rocket. So if you click on the player rocket, scroll all the way down, add component, we're going to add an audio source. So you can see down there, audio source, click on that, and that will allow us to control what's being played out of this rocket, out of our player. Now, there's a really, really simple implementation, which is what we're going to do here, which is saying this game object is only going to have one audio. But in the future, we'll be more complex and we'll have more audio that can be triggered. But for now, we're just going a really simple implementation. This is not how all audio works. This is just a simple way to do it. And Unity has changed the name a little while ago. Audio resource is the thing we're looking for here to say, what are you going to play? It's saying, I don't know what you want to play. I've got none in here at the moment. And I've given you some sound effects against this lecture that you can find in the resources section. I've given you 3. We're only going to be using 1 for the moment, and that's the main engine thrust. But let's go ahead and drag all of those in. But you know what? We need to do a little bit of organization here. Click on your assets directory, right click, create a folder we'll call audio. And now open up the audio folder. Now find the resources and download that and unzip it. And once you've unzipped it, it'll look like this. Highlight all 3 of those and just drag them down into the folder that you've created that will be audio. You can click on that and it will show you a whole bunch of squiggly lines. We'll just reduce that a little bit. You can click on the play button. That's one sound effect and another sound effect. That's the rocket thrust and another sound effect, which is the success sound. So there's just 3 there that you can play around with. These are ones that I've made myself, so you can do whatever you want with them. There's no licensing, etc. associated with those. Now, you can use those, or you can download your own even better ones and just search for free sounds online. And for example, freesound.org is a great place. Go there, search for sounds. You can search for Rocket Booster, for example. Rocket Booster, you can find a few in here. Just click on it to listen to it. Pretty cool rocket booster. Oh, that one sounds a lot like my one. That sounds exactly like my one, actually. Anyway, so you probably need to join and log in to be able to download from here. But as it says in the name, they're free, so you can do that. Or you can go download Audacity, which is a free sound tool, which is pretty nifty. You can make your own. So for example, download Audacity, click on the record button, and you can go pew pew. And then I've got a little bit at the front. I can highlight that to delete it. Just tighten up this sound effect. Then when I click here, pew pew. That's me playing it back. Although you can't tell, I'm talking to my microphone and playing pew, back pew. At the same time. Which of those is real, Rick? Now the cool thing you can do in here is highlight that, go up to Effect, and let's see. Let's do some messing around with it. Change pitch and tempo. We'll change the pitch and just drag this up into the positive. We'll make it positive, I don't know, 55. Click on Apply.
Pew pew.
Oh, now it's pew pew. Really, I could have just, gone pew pew myself, couldn't I?
Pew pew.
That's pretty cool. And then you can do another effect. You can go to say, let's see, what should we do in here? highlight over delay and reverb, and then do some reverb and apply that. Pew pew. Oh, now it's high pitch and a little bit kind of reverby, echoey in there. So there you go. That's another way that you can make your own sound effects. And full disclosure, that's how I made the sound effects, the 3 of those that I've given you for this lecture. I just went into Audacity and went to make some rocket boost sound and messed around with it in the effects settings and created something that I thought was kind of neat. Now you might need to download some extra plugins and bits and pieces to export this. You can export it. For me, I can export as MP3, WAV, OGG, etc. I think you might need to download that depending upon what Audacity is doing at the moment with its rights and rules and plugins and all that kind of stuff. So follow the trail online of what you need to do for Audacity. Or if you want to make even spiffier, more excellent sound effects, go check out our sound effects course where we teach you all of the things you need to know about creating sound effects, and we go through a whole bunch of examples. So that's actually a really good thing to do. If you haven't checked that out already, be sure to check out our sound effects course that we've got on gamedev.tv. But for now, if I was to go to File, Export, and I've got these options here. Just while I can see those options, Unity quite likes OGG files, OGG files. MP3 is okay. WAV files are huge, so I would recommend not using WAV files, but OGG or MP3. And you can see the ones that I gave you in the resources section are .ogg or .ogg. So we've got some sound effects. We know on the main camera, we've got the audio listener. Where is that audio listener? Just there. And we know when we click on our rocket player, we can find, scrolling all the way down, we've got audio source. For now, I'm just going to drag one of these sound effects into the audio resource, or better still, I'll click on the little selector there and I'll choose the main engine thrust, double click on that. Now that is selected as the audio resource. There's 2 other things I want to show you here before we wrap this up. There's play on awake, which basically means the moment I click the play button, this sound effect will start to play no matter what's going on, so long as this game object is in the scene. So it's saying play on awake of the game object, but because this game object's already in the scene, essentially when I click play, nothing happens, and that's possibly because, see up in the top right corner here, we've got our audio has been turned off. This is in my game window. If I turn that on, I'm just going to do the play again. And now, hopefully you can hear that. I think I'm recording this correctly. You can hear that playing in the background. And it's probably at some point going to stop. So it got all the way to the end and it stopped, and that's because, if clicking out of that, scroll all the way back down again, because looping is not turned on. If you turn on looping, it will just go and go and go and go time after itself. It'll just loop on itself. So they're 2 very important things. Sometimes if when you start your game, you hear a little bing sound effect, you're like, where did that come from? Something's probably got play on awake when you didn't want it to have play on awake. And if it stops when you think it should be going, maybe it's a looping related issue. So that's a quick introduction to audio in Unity. There's plenty more to come. I'll see you in the next lecture.